Hello, hello. Want to play some Quake World. After a long break. Low rocket, that's always nice. Enemy quad and enemy rocket as well. Sucks. At least we have the red mega, so kind of safe here. I wonder if it... Yep. Not good. Shit. That was scary. Still is scary. Nice. We got a pack. This has been a strange DM2. All the time needing something. I still haven't died though. I just need rockets, armor, everything. Still rockets. Nice. Here. No backup lane. I could have left the rocket for my mate there, but I didn't want to risk it. I didn't have anything to hold it with. Still need the rockets. Enemy quad somewhere. Ah, quad dead. Nice. Two nades. Trouble. But I think the guy had the mega. So I will wait for the next one. I wonder if it was that guy actually, the rocket. Not sure. Go away. Come on. No, okay, he fell down, the pack is still there. No. Come on. The reason my game looks so horrible at the moment is because I've been playing Quake Champions quite a bit with half the sensitivity. 114. Could you take the rocket, please? Come here, rocket up, please. May. Get up. No. Take it. What is 14? There's a rocket there. Not good. So weak as well. Yeah, it's dead. Nice. Did the back? No, it didn't. Oh, would be soon, but make it there. Wait, no. Well, a random path there. The box. No. And he takes those, and this has been taken as well. That means that I will be sitting here for 30 more seconds waiting for rockets, I think. Because there are 3 places where you can get rockets, and 3 of my mates just took rocket. Unless these rockets spawn here, because I'm not sure about those. Okay, what is 21, 22? That is 26. Low might be 32 still. A bit later, but nice dodge. Yeah. They got the box, and I am afraid that it's the rocket that Ansel left there. A nade, I think. Low would be very soon. I wonder how strong he is. He didn't get the red. And 8, maybe 3, no, 4, 5 SGs. rocket is still at 26. Why did I shoot? So stupid. I'd have just left. Well, almost. I wonder if he has the mega. No, I think the mega has spawned. No, it was the red that's all. Hansa really doesn't want me to get fragged. And this has to be funny a bit here, being idle here. So useless. The guy stops playing so often. I might have contributed a bit to that frag that the enemy got after Ansa took the rocket. A bit of help there. Got dead. Ooh, so close. Scary moment. No. Too slow. Too fat. There. Okay. By the way, if we have any viewers, let me know in the chat if my sound works and everything. I haven't been streaming in a while. Ouch. Sorry, mate. Three guys at low. Low is at 28. Alright. Thanks, chat. Good to hear that it's working. Hey, guy out. Have to be careful. Well, we have Ansa. Take care of everything. Everything. Come, the nade guy. And even Ansa died. Now low was 28. Let's see if it's still. Okay, it's 3 late now. Then we'll go for quad. I will go and check their packs. Yes, 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 yes. Whoa, that was so lucky. He had no idea that I would fly there. I'm down. I hope this guy doesn't have armor either. Yep. Give me the rocket. Right. Lowest 5 blade, no need to wait there. And they just took the box. And now it's 15 seconds till the next low. Or if we have anyone at the quad. Enemy quad, okay. Rockets. One rocket dead. And we got the high rocket, that is always good. Prevents the enemy from getting more rockets when we kill. What is there? That was the rocket there on the quad. I will try to get the next high rocket as well. Yep. And then I will wait for the quad. One rocket at mid? I don't know. Took the high. Mega. It was a made. They're bombs. I had no idea that I was there. Gave me SSG, which is nice for quad. That is mega in 20. I will have just enough time to get the mega and the next quad win it. Low is about 13, so I will have enough time to get the next quad if I can get it. It's 37. That's one rocket dead, or 2 in total. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, they didn't get the back, but I didn't survive much longer either. But I got a new pack, that's nice. What is 37, so still quite a while to go. Still, might have made sense to wait for it there. Oh, I will get the mega and rockets, so that's good. And we took the high. Two more, come on. Yes. Almost not 100. Almost missed those last rockets as well under quad. That would have been embarrassing. Hello everyone in the stream. Welcome. Yeah, a long time no see, indeed. It's been a while. I've been playing Quake Champions quite a bit. Mostly I just played with a Finnish Quake World player, Hell, not the British one, and we just kind of prefer speaking in Finnish, so I don't know if it would make such a good stream. And anyway, we are not very good at it. So I'm not quite sure if it would be very interesting for anyone to see. Maybe one day I will stream it. In Quake World, I can at least try to explain my thought process, and maybe someone can learn something while watching it. Oh, hello. Keezer is here as well. Haven't seen you play lately. Where are you? And yes, pretty much every server records MVDs nowadays, so that is very, very handy. You need to record your own demos. I don't actually know any servers that wouldn't record MVDs. And I will play Quake Champions for sure. I'm not sure if I will stream it though. Maybe. No promises. I will ask Hell if he feels comfortable speaking English when we play 2-on-2, so if he does, then maybe I can stream some of those. Although lately it has been very, very difficult to find any 2-on-2s. So that's another thing that I'm worried about, like trying to stream Quake Champions and then just sitting in the lobby forever, just queuing. Also not a very entertaining stream. Where did everyone go? Players left. That sucks. No one in QTV. No one anywhere, for that matter. I haven't played much of LGC 3. I guess it can improve your aim if you are having problems with hitscan weapons, or well, shaft, basically. But then on the other hand, shafting in OBDMM4, which is the map you play LGC3 in, it's quite different from almost any other map when it comes to shafting. Like, if you think about DM4, it mostly boils down to knowing the angles from which you can expect your opponents to come from. And well, I would say like 75% of Quake World shafting comes down to map knowledge. Just knowing your angles, knowing how people tend to move and how they can move in certain places, which makes shafting a lot easier. And then the last 25%, I'm making these numbers up, but comes from your mechanical skill to actually track your opponent. So for that mechanical part, can help, but you really need that map knowledge if you want to be efficient in any given map. And even in POVDMM4, map knowledge helps you up to a certain point. Also with rockets, but with shaft as well. Go into 2 and 2 instead of 4. There's Telly. Let's see if I can make it. Yep. Okay, that. Oh, he didn't die. He must be so weak. Through that quad rocket. Playing against Vanyabi and I think Vanyabi must have had the first low mega. He can't have it anymore. So it should be up pretty much now, unless Rob already took it. Which I think might be the case. Dead. See if I can get this quad, then high mega. One went to under quad. Both at quad now. Yep. Well, that went well. They thought that I wouldn't check that angle. Ouch. Hurt. Arms just took the red. Luckily he will open. Yeah, there was no yellow. I was so sure that the yellow would be up. Well, difficult now. There's no way I can get the quad. Oh, okay, maybe. I didn't get it. That went a lot better than expected. Yeah. The enemy went for the red. But not, yep. Might be coming through the telly soon, I will open. Well, that works too. So weak and low. One at red mega. I think I will go to quad already. Spamming. pretend that I did it on purpose. Gotcha. This guy had a rocket, but he attacked and had over 5 rockets. He didn't have enough health. I don't know where the other one is. Okay, at mid now. Chance it just killed them both. Chance is at Nelly. This sits at low now. Well, I guess well played. I mean, he wouldn't have survived had I hit anything there, but... Well, okay, he didn't survive, but he wouldn't have killed me either. I can only blame myself. Bird should be up soon. Okay. Too much Quake champions for sure. Should have been very, very easy 2 frags there. Instead of 2 frags, it was -1 because I killed my mate there as well. One of them is really weak at mid. I just didn't want to fight them both at the same time. Maybe it was that one, the weak one. That was hilarious. I guess he didn't expect me to attack without quad there. He was just sitting in the corner. And now he had yellow from the spawn. I wonder if I will get this mega before quad. I kind of need it. 9 health. Yep. Nice. Trying to run away and then ants coming the other side. That's why I like 2-on-2 a lot more than 1-on-1. 1-on-1 it's so much easier to just run, especially in the M2. But in 2-on-2 you can make those nice sandwiches. Enemy quad. Took me way too much time to go for that mega. Too greedy. What more? Come from there. Sorry about that. That was horrible. Let me read your questions. I saw a novel written there. Given a chance to play Diabolical like Cypher. Yeah, I actually had conversation with Too Good in Discord about it. I've tried it just a bit, but I don't have anyone to play it with, so I have been jumping around the maps, but I haven't played against anyone. And I'm not actually sure how much I'm allowed to talk about it. Yeah, I haven't tried anything related to Quake world physics in Diabolical, and I'm not sure if it's there. It's been a while since I've tried it. But yeah, Too Good told me that he might be adding it to Diabolical. But the thing is that as far as I know, main focus is going to be on the pretty much like Quake 3 physics, and then Quake World part will be optional. Which probably means that if there will be any tournaments, then they will most probably use the Quake 3 physics. Which I hate. And yeah, I kind of agree with Internet Explorer, and I told it to Too Good that recreating Quake World within Diabolical might be kind of wasted resources, because the people who still play Quake World and who want to play Quake World, they will play Quake World. They don't want to go to Diabolical to play Quake World, as far as I know, or as far as I can imagine. If someone wants to play something else, then they probably, or if a Quake World player wants to play something else, then they probably want to play something like maybe similar but still different enough so that it doesn't feel like half-assed version of Quake World, if you get what I mean. I will answer the rest of your questions after this. In 10 minutes, that is. Mr. Red is dead. Spawns there. Now, we're ready to go. Nice LG. Jump up with the red. Get him. The yellow as well, but it doesn't really matter because you don't have LG. Easy to prevent him from getting anywhere. Now the red will spawn. Here on the left, no. Came back. The yellow So, yeah, they got it. He ate a rocket though. Okay, that's the yellow dead. And they spawned the red. Which is a problem now. We can get the yellow. And the LG back. 4 cells all the way down. I will check for the red, yeah. 13. He will come here, I hope. Yellow dead. And the red is weak. Team red. Oh, there's one guy there. Could be weak now. Well, nice attack. Not bad at all. 16 and 18 or 19. Why? Oh shit. It was a lot stronger than I expected. Better go for that. Or the red. Fell through by accident. Red will be up. They got it. Okay, that was brutal. Now what Banyavi is doing there is quite bad for their team. Because we were just getting spawn frags his teammate while he was hiding. There was no way I could have killed him. Because I had to fight the guy at low. That guy was weak. 100 cells there. Yellow is 4 late. Great cells left. Take this. 31 health. Make anything happen? Nope. Right, yellow 8 lane. Nope. Okay, that is red dead. And yellow will be up. Go for the red. Finally some help. They're really not giving away too many easy frags. Okay. That was strange. It felt like they had been at the red forever. Still hadn't taken it. People go for the yellow. Red 11. They really go SG. Well, not quite. Red would be up, but I don't want to go there. I don't feel like wasting my stack coming up from there. That worked fine. Let's see. Red will be up soon. Pretty late. And red now? Yep. Well, now Bunny is again sitting at Mega doesn't make any sense. That's red dead. I feel like Banjavi actually played really well for the first 6-7 minutes, like slowing the game down, but not so much so that it would have hurt their team too much. But then after that, kind of just stopped playing and tried to prevent us from killing him, but not really going for frags himself. All right. Check the chat real quick here. Cypher said it's great because as for now it feels very much like Quake 3. Yeah, I guess Quake 3 players will like it. If Diabolical feels like Quake 3, sure. I would like it probably more if it felt like Quake World. A lot of chat, that's nice to see. Ah, Kovac, okay. It's interesting to hear that they have the commands already in place to get the Quake World physics, but they had air control in Quake Live as an option as well, but it doesn't really matter because it was never used in tournaments. So sure, you can play with it with your friends, but that is very marginal use in my opinion. Unfortunately. I mean it doesn't hurt the game to have the option there, but not a game changer in my opinion either. Yeah, that's actually a very good point, Haim Lithian, that arena FPS might actually feel like a new concept to younger gamers because they have not grown up with Doom and Quake, but with Counter Strike and Call of Duty and Overwatch even instead. So it might be very well true that arena FPS might feel like something totally different for them, which for me feels very funny, but I'm an old fart already. Hello, Zorak, and everyone else. I'm just reading through the chat. Takes a while, but I have the time waiting for the game to begin. You really think that Quake World has the best Quake sounds? Because if there's like one thing that I would change about Quake World, it would be at least some of the sounds. They could use some kind of remastering. These sounds are so primitive. I really don't want to listen to them unless I'm playing. They don't really disturb me while I play, but they are not very easy on the ears either. If you understand what I mean. Like, if I'm spectating, I usually turn down the volume quite a bit if I have sound on at all. And you might have noticed that when I'm streaming, I tend to turn the volume off completely if I'm not playing. But if you like them, all the better. Good for you. I agree about Battle Royale being kind of the most Stone Age mode. The whole idea of dying and having to start everything over feels quite awful to me. Although if it works so that you can right away get in another game, then it's a lot better. But if you think about Counter-Strike, which is not Battle Royale that I know, but there my biggest problem with the game is that when you die, you, especially if it's early in the round, you end up waiting for quite a long time before you actually get to play again. And as Counter-Strike consists of a lot of camping, just waiting for your opponent to make a move, or if you are a terrorist, then making that move yourself when you feel like you're ready for it, and then the kind of actual fighting might be done in 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and that is 5 or 10 seconds out of minutes, which is nothing to me. Whereas in arena FPS games, I have to play all the time. There's always something useful that I can do or I should be doing, and it's just so much more interesting for me. Counter Strike, I like to watch it, but playing it feels utterly boring. But I have a favorite 2-on-2 map. DM4 is a great 2-on-2 map actually. But I like DM2 as well. DM2 is tactical, even more strategic than DM4. DM4 you don't have much of a strategy. You have some tactics there, really short-term tactics. You hear a sound and you do something based on that sound, or you know where your opponent is or where he's about to go, and you react to that. But in DM2 you can at least somehow make a longer term strategy, although not a very long term strategy. But anyway, you there are more options for that, and it's not as fast paced. So I like DM2 as well. Airwalk I really don't like in 2-on-2. City and DM3 is actually a great map. It's somewhere between DM4 and DM2. It's a bit slower than DM4, but still a lot faster than DM2. And I like the way how you can run the armors as a team and really cross your opponent. But I don't necessarily have a favorite. I will always love DM4 in 2-on-2, that is. Um, Maybe because I have played it so much, and although it's in a way it shouldn't work, but it still does. I can't quite explain why, but it does work and I really enjoy playing it, and especially with a lot of fun. But now that I think of it, even with losing teams and then two good players coming up with not so good players, it still works really well. Whereas DM2, for example, very awkward. Your teammate doesn't know what he's doing. Even if you are facing a team that is not necessarily very good either, it's just in DM2 you need to have a good teammate, preferably in voice together. But DM4 it works almost in any configuration, and that's why I like it. Maybe that's why it's the default 2-on-2 map nowadays. Finally reaching the end of the chat. Almost, at least. I can see the end already. DM2 2-on-2 is still being played. It's just not as popular as it used to be. I remember the good old days when DM6 was the default map for 2-on-2, and we have had great matches in DM6 and almost like rivalries between me and Schizo against the Slackers guys. Paradox usually teaming up with one of his other Slackers teammates. And it was a ton of fun. We played almost exclusively DM6 back then. And it wasn't even like during the late 90s or early 2000s. It was somewhere maybe 2006 and 7 even. I don't quite remember, and I have lost the demos, but DM6 can be a real blast if you have two teams that really know what they're doing. That is also a map that doesn't work as well in random team configurations, just like DM2. It doesn't feel as much fun, maybe even less than DM2. Somehow in DM6, if you're not syncing well with your teammate, then it can end up really badly, and you just end up like getting nothing done. So maybe that's the reason that can end up being a very one-sided map if one team knows what they're doing and the other doesn't, even though, or even if the has relatively good players, but if they don't play well together, then it can be a very one-sided map. Hello, Mathox. Didn't quite give up on Quake Champions yet. I've been playing onto ranked games with Hell, not the UK Hell, the Quake World Hell. I have to explain this every time. Very confusing to have two players with the same nickname. But I just haven't been streaming it, and I'm not sure if I will. Maybe. It seems like people are interested in seeing Quake Champions more than they are Quake World, but I don't know if I have very much to give when I'm streaming Quake Champions. I'm just a scrub there. My elo rank is like 1-2, so they're not very good, but it's fun in 2-on-2. But it's also very difficult to find games at the moment. Maybe it's because of PTS. The good players are playing PTS already, preparing for the next DreamHack, and maybe that's why we are having difficulties finding games ranked mode. But maybe it will change next week if they are releasing the patch. Hello, Unreal Quake World. It was Bucharest, not Budapest, but now it's Espoo in Finland actually. And no, it's only 4 a.m. here, not too late at all. Best Quake World time. Yeah, that's true. Quake 1 being an AAA title and a single player game as well, although I remember them marketing the multiplayer mode quite heavily. It's already there in Doom, but they really made it popular in Quake. Armor's taken, let's see if I can make it there somehow. Seems like not. I'll try to kill it. If he will come through. Yes, that's it, that's Red Dead. And unfortunately he took the yellow as well. The yellow spawn soon, but I can't make it. Guy rocket jumped up. He's even sitting there. And I just said that I can't make it and I went there anyway. Very smart. Very low there though. Ate a rocket there as well. Again they took the red. It's dead? I wonder if they took the yellow as well. Hey, we got the red. Nice. So weak. Yellow would be up. The telefrag. Yellow for me. So weak there. And they took the red. Luckily I will kill him now. But he can make it. Eight and 10. Whoa! Nice nade. I got a little weak there at LG. That was a bit risky, but I knew that I had to go for it because otherwise I got into red. I would have taken yellow though. I got it. Ouch. Guys, weak. Oh, no, we got the red. I spawned for answer. Yellow, so red is first, then yellow is on 14. Wow, they spawned the red. Almost. They have one guy sitting there. He's dead. Red will is so yep. That is brutal when you have absolutely everything. Well, okay, I didn't have Mega, but anyway, and you can just push in without worrying about dying. Like there I didn't hit almost anything, but I just had the absolutely superior stack, so I could just walk in and force him to bore. Now again, Bunny is taking it a bit too slow. Bob is constantly dying and we are getting frags. Red, and the red is so weak. It has to come through. And that is one of his problem. It's so easy to read, you just always know that he will wait for the armor when he spawns there. And if I have the timing of the armor, then get him for free. There he is again, in the same place even. Here, I can even take a bit of damage, he will waste his rocket. He didn't have any rockets left, but as you might see, I didn't have any rockets left either. But in DMF3 in Quake World, if you drop a pack with 0 rockets, you actually drop 5 rockets. That doesn't make any sense, but that's how it is. Like suddenly your pack has 5 rockets even though you had none. My mind was blown when I first realized it years and years ago, but that's the way it's actually supposed to be. Came up with this? I have no idea. Perhaps Team Village? That would be actually my guess. All the bad ideas in Quake come from that guy apparently, like the railgun. I think that guy went back to Mega. Just realized that it was up. And 4 lane. That moment there with Anzo where he was walking on my face actually reminded me of something that I quite hate about Quake Champions and 2-on-2 in it. As you probably very well know, you can kill your mates in EDM, or I guess in any mode in Quake Champions. So what happens? Well, okay, these things are not necessarily even related, but you also can block your teammate, so you can walk through them. So if you are walking close to each other, then it might happen that when you are in a rocket fight or tribal fight with an opponent, your mate might actually come from behind you, walk through you, and then you might end up killing yourself by shooting your mate in the back after he just walked through your player model. And that is horrible. I just don't understand they don't have proper collision handling in that game, because that stuff sometimes happens to opponents as well when you're going through teleports, and you are telefrags do exist in Quake Champions, but you still might end up like inside each other's player models and without telefragging each other, and it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, the Quake Champions mod for the classic Doom engine is just amazing. There's this stream that I followed actually. Let me check who he is. Just a second. Maybe you know this stream already, but it's just amazing what they have done with the mod. And I asked them the other day, they have, I think, 2 developers. And I haven't played the mod myself, but it seems to be working quite well. I have 2 developers, like 2 programmers, and then I don't remember how many guys doing the graphics. They have like 1 or 2 extra guys for the graphics. But anyway, a minimal team, and already it might work better than Quake Champions, which is quite hilarious. Yeah, I think Quake 2 was quite a huge game when it came out because of the like breach of or arrival of graphics cards, home PCs, and Quake 2 was one of the first games that fully utilized, or even not only utilized, but almost required the accelerator back then. Basically a voodoo card, and it just looked so much better than anything else. Unreal looked actually, in my opinion, a lot better, but I think Quake 2 was their first and Unreal came right after it. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but Anyway, Quake 2 was one of the first games and hugely advertised with 3D graphics cards. So I think that's what made Quake 2 so big. And of course, there's Quake 2 has its strong following, I guess, still. But yeah, I didn't really like Quake 2 all that much in multiplayer. That is, although Action Quake 2, the that is somewhat similar to CS in a way. That's a great mod. I really enjoyed playing it. Ah, yeah, Turok was there as well. I think I have actually never played the game. I remember it's Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. Were you actually killing the dinosaurs there in the game? I have no idea. Quite a strange theme, if you ask me. Jurassic Park was a huge thing back then, and dinosaurs were of all evil. We have someone with 290 ping. Really don't want to play with him. Where are you guys from, by the way? Staying up this at this hour. In the States, of course, it's not very late at all. Or Canada, or wherever in the far west. Yeah, yeah. And that in Seattle, this is a reasonable hour still. Edo is already sleeping, and Budapest, oh, that is, I guess, 3 a.m. then, if it's 4 here, or well, 3:40. But we don't have any Hungarian players in Quake World anymore. Hungarian scene was actually quite strong for a very long time. I remember playing against Hungary with the Finnish national team. There was this Nations Cup years and years ago, maybe in 2002, 3, 4. I don't remember exactly, but I remember that our first game was against Hungary. And I remember someone making a bad joke about like or showing their ignorance by telling the Hungarians something about living next to the either Soviet Union or Russia. I guess the person in question had Hungary mixed up with Ukraine because they sound kind of similar in Finnish. That was embarrassing. Ah, yeah, that's a horror story. I mean, having the fast Pentium 200 MMX processor with a shitload or a reasonable amount of RAM memory, and then not having money for the 3D graphics card. I actually remember selling my one to a friend of mine who had Pentium 133, or no, actually he had Pentium 100 megahertz, and it made a huge difference even on that machine. I remember him playing Jedi Knight. I remember the first-person shooter Star Wars universe. Actually, a really good game, and it worked amazingly well on that Pentium 100 megahertz with Voodoo 1. It made such a huge difference. Death dealers, they sound familiar. Frag executors as well. Bad boys, I'm not sure. Yeah, and back then, playing Quake World, like GL Quake World, didn't make so much sense because it just didn't feel quite as sharp. People were complaining about not being able to hit so well with SG or LG, and I kind of agreed for the longest time. Only Quake changed that for me, and I started playing the acceleration. But before that, I played for the longest of time. The good old 77 FPS, or even 72. Not with my first computer, naturally. Back then, I had like 30 to 40 FPS in one-on-one, and I didn't feel like playing anything else because 4 and 4 was just too taxing on the computer. Couldn't really handle it. Yeah, I remember Hard Guns Crew really well. They were amazing on DM2. Actually, it felt like most Polish players and especially clans were really good on DM2. It was quite interesting to play the Polish clans because we would have quite good games against them on any other maps, and then playing DM2 against the same clans whom we might even beat on other maps, we would get absolutely destroyed on DM2. Okay, I think we are done with Quake. Well, now I wonder if I should play Quake Champions. Mm, I think I just don't know if it's of any interest because I really don't feel like playing one-on-one. So tilted. Quake World doesn't make much sense either. Okay, Mr. Henu is here. Now we just need one more. Turbo is gone. I wonder if Heno will play Quake Champions 2-on-2 with me. Alright, we'll try Quake Champions then. Let's see, there's Quake Champions. You have been kicked for inactivity. Well, that's nice. It's nice that when they kick you, it actually closes the client for you altogether. So you have to start the game, and well, it takes a while. Did we lose the camera as well? Hello. It wasn't actually all that long ago when I tried Software Quake World, and or well, okay, now it has been a couple of years already, but it actually looked horrible. 320 by 200 pixels. It's unbelievable how difficult it is to see anything in that game. I remember going to DM2 Telly and like trying to see if the yellow armor was up through the bars that you open by pressing the button. And especially if you were going to the button a bit faster than to see if the armor was actually up or not, because of the lack of pixels there. Yeah, and you get used to it. I mean, playing with that kind of resolution all the time, you just get used to it. Just like you get used to Quake Champions. Visibility is quite horrible in this game compared to Quake World, but you just slowly get used to the chaotic fights, a lot of visual effects on your face. Oh, I have to change the game. Quake Champions. Quake anymore. I've seen so many people title their streams Quake Champions streams with something about chilling, and I've always wondered how they can chill in Quake Champions. But I've seen it happen, but it just doesn't happen to me. Can't chill with this game. It's rage inducing, if anything. The enemy outline color customization option is nice, but it doesn't solve all the problems. Still in, for example, Sarnath, it's absolutely horrible to try to see your opponent. I hate the SNG area. The whole area is just a mess, in my opinion, as well as if you're down by the stairs that lead from heavy armor to rail and try to see an opponent who is there at the upper ledge that leads to Mega. Sky is just so disturbingly bright there that it's next to impossible to see anything, at least for me. No, I actually haven't tried any monitor settings for Quake Champions. That might actually make a difference. That my camera is all over the place. No one told me anything. Make it somehow straight. Maybe it's better. Maybe. I guess I have to try to tune my monitor. Uh, well, I can try it now, I guess. Uh, but which hue are you pushing? Like, isn't hue usually about color? Are you red becomes bright green? Are you pushing green up? Ah, yeah, in Quake World, it's at least, even though I hate pre-war in Quake World, at least you can practice something there. Quake Champions is this is it. This is Quake Champions for you. Waiting for nothing to happen. But at least in Quake World, you can see if you have the players on server, then there's some hope that people will ready up. Here you have no idea if anyone is in the queue even. No idea. I could actually ask in Discord for the first time ever if someone wants to play. Alright. I asked in Discord. Hello, Alexi. Welcome to the stream. Doing fine. Quite fine. I just wish we had some games to play as well. And yeah, of course it's 4 or 5 a.m. here, so chances to get any game is slim to none, but this has certainly happened to us in or during like normal hours as well. I remember once we were queuing for about 45 minutes without finding a game, and it was like between 7 and 9 p.m. So that's quite frustrating. If we have anyone watching the stream who wants to play against Henu and I, Henu is not a very regular Quake Champions player, and I'm not very good either, so it doesn't really matter how good you are or how bad. We are willing to anyone, I guess. So back to the NVIDIA control panel. This looks brutal. What did you say? 142 degrees? 143? 140? Awful. I mean, it looks awful on the desktop and in game as well. But I mean, you have seen my Quake world, it looks but ugly. Really care. If this helps with the visibility, then we can go for it. What kind of enemy outline do you use with these settings? On and check Discord if anyone. Anything? Nope. Finder. Yeah, actually, some Quake World players are playing Call of Duty Blackout. I could give it a try. It's just dirty expensive. I'm not sure if I want to buy it. with this hue now, I don't even know what is the original red. This is interesting. But I guess I will go for green, because if red is now green, then that should be red, then now green. Oh, okay. I don't know anything about Call of Duty. Fifth from the left, thank you. Okay, I could give it a try. I'm not sure if I would be any good at it, but if it was only a bit cheaper. Gate. I don't know if Eno has ever played Slipgate. It's a horrible game mode in my opinion. A very, very bad one. Oh, match found. Okay, Heno will join stream. Discord voice. Hello.
Hello.
You're playing team deathmatch, apparently. I gave up on 2-on-2.
Yeah. I don't think we can find one.
Yeah. I highly doubt it. Are we already playing? Yeah,
I'm
we are.
loading. Yeah.
Actually, have to change the settings now if I can tell which my teammates are. Okay. This looks interesting, almost like monochrome hue setting. Guess it's quad up soon.
Yeah, I'm coming to.
Beat say the enemy quad up.
He's dead.
Yep.
I have no clue what I'm doing.
Yeah,
And I don't.
Yep.
I changed the outline, so now I don't even realize that those are.
Yeah, I have this super weird looking hue setting. I'm not sure if I'm liking it. I just have to change back. I'm shooting at my mates all the time. just to make sure that they're not enemies. At least you can't damage them.
I have to change the outlines. They're way too similar now.
So which ones are you using now?
I had teal and green. I'm not so used to them, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You couldn't change them when I last played.
Ah, right.
I haven't played in a long time. Oh, nice orc. I hate that.
Luckily it will be gone soon. Telefrags. My mega. Action now.
Let's try.
Big bitch. Dead. And again shooting at a mate. Yeah, I'm getting rid of this U. Alright, better.
Protection guy is that. What is that? LG, yeah. He's coming to Mega.
Two guys at mega, one dead. BJ super weak. Yelling already. Two guys at LG. No, mega.
I'm shooting my teammates.
Fine.
Well, at least you can kill them.
Yep. At least something positive. Waiting for mega. Alright, got it. 17 mega. Enemy armor. Heavy, that is. 17 the mega. They got that. Mega.
I got the quad.
Nice.
I'm really weak though.
You have one at rail. One at quad. Two at rocket.
Still one there.
One at mega weak now.
I killed him. My Mega. Next Mega is 19.
Ranger is weak. The mega. Still 19. Pretty much everyone has rocket.
We get quad. Towards rocket.
Shit. This cave is super weak there. Protection is super weak.
Where is he?
Not sure anymore. Was that heavy? Rocket now.
But I'm coming.
It's so dead.
Kill
10
him,
health.
kill him.
Oh dear.
Oh, we actually won that one. I didn't know what I was doing. Just running around.
Yeah, me neither. Oh, we won by 1 frag.
Yeah, we were trailing quite a bit.
Now that's amazing. It's 38% LG. That's all that matters.
My sensitivity is so random in this game. I don't even know.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yes, that was kind enough to give 2,000 favor for my streaming efforts.
Nice.
Yeah, that's amazing.
What is this Sleepgate game mode?
Kind of, do you know domination from Battlefield?
Yeah.
Kind of similar, I think, but instead of like multiple points that you have to defend, you have only one. Super simple. And you
Alright.
start with all the weapons and some. I'm not sure how much stack you have, but at least all the weapons. You just have to either defend this sleep gate or try to attack it. And by attacking, it means that you just have to stand near it to either close or open the sleep gate. Anyway, there is one of the elder gods coming from through the sleep gate, and the other team is like the cultists trying to actually open the sleep gate, and the other team is trying to prevent it from opening.
Alright. Sounds really good.
Well, yeah, in theory it could work. Now it's just kind of like an arena with a slight twist. It doesn't really make a big difference in my opinion. Because you have a lot of time to fight before the sleep gate actually opens. There, like, nothing special happens around the sleep gate. It's not giving you any extra
power ups or anything?
Might be, yeah. But usually the rounds are over before any power-ups can spawn. But items are there, at least. But at least the rounds that I have played have been really fast, so you will see if we get to play. Maybe not. Slipgate time.
I hope not, but I don't know. The team TDM didn't feel that nice either.
Yeah, that is.
But it
really
didn't
funny.
really help that I couldn't really tell my team or the enemies apart
Yeah,
until I changed the
I
settings again.
I can imagine that hurts a bit. What do we play?
Alright, TDM,
TDM.
city maps. I only
Yeah.
know Milton.
Yeah, let's
Haven't
go
played
for
the
Milton.
other.
I hate Tempest Shrine.
This I have at least played couple times.
And
Yeah, easy game. So this is kind of like 2-on-2 now because they both only have to.
all right, works for me.
One. Fight.
All right, I'll take the mega.
It took me a while to even realize where I was.
They have the heavy. They must have.
They just took it. It's like 14, 30.
I'm dying.
Right. I'm going
One
to
at
mega.
rail. Guy at rail dead. Another one here. Slash is here. 800.
Yeah. I'm waiting the mega.
Let's push the heavy then.
Yeah, we can get to heavy. I'll come from LG. Oh, there's a guy at LG. Ah.
Yeah, I got the heavy. I got it. I just died.
I can't move in this game anymore. I haven't played in so long.
Slash is dead.
Both
Let's
at
go
mega.
to mega.
Big
Alright,
help.
I'm coming. Yeah, nice.
Nice. Should be weak this last two.
Yeah.
I killed him.
They got the heavy. Alright, they were both at LG. Nice. Still one at LG.
So lucky.
Still at rail. It was rail, not LG, by the way.
Weak at the mega. Took like 150.
Yeah, he had 3 health. Okay, I'm waiting for that.
They got the mega. Where's... Oh, quad is in the outside.
Yeah.
One at rail.
Quad spawn. Quad damage. Teams are tied.
Should be weak at rail. Nice.
Can you get the
Mega
mega?
should be up. I'll try. Yeah, I will get it. Mega 13. Nice.
Both dead. Tell me if you
One at
see
the
them.
LG. Mega is 13.
Right, I'm going. Last dead. Yeah,
I got the mega.
Alright, I'm heavy. I'm delaying it a bit.
Alright.
23.
One at mega with rail.
Going LG.
One at rail.
Kill. Mega.
Oh, fuck.
No, it's alright. 23, the heavy. Okay, good. This week. Yeah.
Nice. One on the upper ledge there.
Ouch. Yeah, boys are there. Going mega.
Splash is heavy now. He's going right. Oh, he was the same guy, I didn't realize. Protection soon, I'm weak at him.
Yeah, I got the protection.
I got heavy, 7.
I have 13 health. The other guy's weak. Going mega.
Yeah, I'm staying at heavy. Wanna trail.
I got the mega, 27. Visors now.
My mega.
Ah, I died in heavy.
5 minute
Yeah, I'm
warning.
going there. Heavy is one. One at high. One at trail.
Yeah, I'm going LG. Nice. 27 the mega, do you want it? Small armor and mega as well.
I'm gonna die here today.
Small armor still here.
He's
at
going
mega.
rail. Yeah, I'm coming. They do it.
Come and take heavy if you can.
I'll try.
Here. Heavy, yeah. And then mega. Well, mega and quad.
Incoming quad.
Right.
Stopwatch.
But if you can.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Quad spawn. Quad damage.
I'm
Dominating.
quite weak.
Stopwatch.
Come help you.
Ouch. I dropped it.
Enemy has the quad.
Rail quad.
He should be pretty weak.
875. Nice,
He
nice.
died.
I-
That they will get it.
Enemy
Yeah,
has the quad.
nice.
He's going rail.
Mega 30.
High heavy.
The other one is quite weak.
8 rail.
Nice, nice. Mega now.
Yeah. I'm
In
going
5.
I'll
Nice.
kill them.
Yeah,
This
I
is
saw.
nice mid air.
Heavy.
Stopwatch.
Got it.
Nice. 1 8 rail. I'll go the 8 rail too. Could be-
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
It's mega now.
1 at the LG.
That's mega.
He got
Yeah.
it.
The guy at rocket ate a rail.
I can't hit any rockets in this game.
Heavy is 15.
Incoming protection.
1 at rocket.
Yeah, both here.
I'm at protection.
Small mega. Yeah, I can't make it.
Protection spawn.
Sorry.
1 is weak.
Has the protection.
Protection soon.
Protection is gone already.
Protection heavy, I mean.
Yeah.
High heavy.
Nice. Running away from the pro.
He's coming to heavy. He went to LG, I think.
Right. I want to trail.
My man.
Yeah, now it's heavy.
I hate
Crap.
this game. There, got the heavy. He's just backing with his rail. Ah,
Both dead.
nice. One at the SNG. SSG.
My mega. 18.
Heavy zone.
Coming.
My heavy.
$54 left.
You take the mega.
Nope, you take.
Yeah, I'll try.
At rocket still. At rocket
I
still.
got it.
Incoming quad.
Trying to steal the heavy.
Both here at mega.
Yeah.
Both should be weak.
What now?
Yeah, I'm coming. Is the game ending now?
Apparently.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
just used
horrible.
to 15-minute rounds.
Yeah.
Well, at least we won.
Yeah, you killed everything.
I mean, I might have gotten the frags, but I think you dealt quite a bit of damage.
Nah. I couldn't hit with any weapon. Way too low sensitivity when I have so used to playing Quake.
Yeah. I understand all too well.
Other guy had 51% LG.
Yeah, that was really nasty. Really, really good LG.
I didn't do anything there.
He dealt 7,300 damage. It's quite huge.
Yeah. I need to change the sensitivity. I can't play with this.
We have less viewers than when I was playing Quake World. This means that Quake World is more popular.
Clear. There's just not any good games on Quake World. Sadly.
Yeah, any good games or at the moment almost
Nah.
any games.
Yeah. But there has been mixes going on pretty much every day now.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's 5:30. This will be my last game, by the way.
Yeah.
I have to sleep.
I might have to stay up as long as I can. Have to fix my sleep schedule.
Yeah, I have to wake up early on Monday as well.
Yeah, I have to wake up at 8 at Monday, and I pretty much woke up at 7:30 p.m. today. So,
Yeah, sounds good.
going to be a tough Monday.
Just like it.
Now I actually want to see the Slipgate mode. Just to see how it's played, how it feels. I think Quake World has been quite active lately because of all the tourneys, but there's just not that many high-level games
Yeah, I think that's the biggest problem.
because there's pretty much never a 2-on-2 that opponents for us.
Yeah, we never get to play together.
Yeah,
It mixes sometimes, but not in
yeah.
2-on-2.
But at least the dual tourneys is going on. They have been pretty popular.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Still not dead.
Yeah.
Quick champions.
Have to start playing some new games. Been
Yeah.
so bored lately. Just watching some Quake World games, not even playing.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I played Path of Exile, but other than that, if Hell is not around, then I don't feel like playing Quake Champions, and Quake World just talked about it. Just doesn't
It's
make
not
much
like
sense
yeah.
if I can't play with
It's
anyone
not
I know.
yeah. It's not fun because you can't really get any decent games most of the. And there's no point to wait for like 3 hours for one game.
Yeah, certainly not.
That's what we used to do at some point, trying to get a decent 2-on-2 going. And
Yeah, I remember.
just played like one game and then the enemies left, and then another half an hour or so to get some city 2-on-2, and then after that again the same. Then it's not like that I'm even that good on the game in the game yet. I'm decent,
Vote
but
now.
you are too good. All right,
Yeah.
Slipgate.
Yeah, Slipgate it is. Do you know if you can play that Call of Duty Blackout in a team?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like 4. You can team up to 4 in the battle royale mode at least. I think,
Okay.
or 5. I'm not sure how many, but yeah, you can team up.
Prepare your team.
I tried the beta, but I didn't really play it much.
Round begins
Couple
in
games, but I think Major is playing.
All right.
1. Round 1. Fight. Close the slip gate.
Have to attack the Slipgate. You just sit next to it. Basically, you just kill everyone. They have stroke. Beaker is weak.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, I
killed
got
it,
hit
actually.
quite badly. I'll go get the mega first.
I died already. One coming for you at Mega.
I killed him, but died.
Yeah, you did your part.
Round 1 complete.
I failed. And this is like
Prepare your team.
the first to 5.
Oh, there's a new champion.
Begins in
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Round 2. Fight. Defend the
And
slip
this.
gate.
I will take the heavy here and go upstairs.
One is at quad and one is
Yeah,
coming from rail side.
Gaia.
I killed his ability. One is coming here. Oh fuck, I'm gonna die.
Defend the slip gate. Your team eliminated.
Whoa,
Defend the slip gate.
so weak.
Defend the slip gate. Slip gate closed.
They were both actually very weak. 49 HP on the
What?
whatever deal.
I should just go to the bridge too.
Yeah, under the bridge is
Round begins in
Yeah.
it's quite difficult to defend.
3, 2, 1.
Where do you want to go?
Round 3.
I don't know. I have no clue.
We'll get the heavy. I will go for the mega. Heal 8
I-
rail. The other one ate a rail as well. Keel ate 2 rails so far. Could kill the keel if you can. I ate 2 rails as well. And 3.
Your team eliminated.
The keel
They
was...
both were pretty weak.
No, the visor, sorry. That was so fucking weak. 2 rails. Or
Prepare your
3. No, 2 rails.
Ah,
round begins in
That was frustrating.
2, 1. Defend the slip gate.
Try to attack actually. Rail now.
why not go?
Visor is weak.
One coming at bridge. It's target now.
Visor dead.
Alright, he's a target.
Yeah. I need help. Taking the small armor.
He's at bridge.
Yeah, just don't take too much.
He took
Hit now.
100.
Yeah, we
I'm
can
weak.
just
I killed his ability.
Last standing.
He has 80.
fuck are you?
Team eliminated.
Nice.
Finally.
Prepare your team.
It's so much easier when we get the
Round
first
begins
frag.
in
Yeah.
Incoming quad. 2.
I have no clue who to play.
Close the slip gate.
On at high bridge.
One trail. He's hunting me.
Yeah, try to survive. I will
Yeah.
kill him. He's dead.
He's here where I.
Yeah, just
Enemy
hide,
team
hide.
eliminated.
Oh, okay.
Close the slip gate.
Well, he was using his ability.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I
I
got
was
the free kill.
nice. I was wondering how you did it because you were so weak. Let's try to go together to. Where should we go?
I think we can start at bridge.
Yeah, then we just have to win the rail fights.
Round begins
But yeah, we can try.
Yeah, that sucks, but I don't know. I can try to scout them with my ability.
slip gate.
One is coming to quad now.
Right.
He's at the rocket, I think. He's using his ability there. I destroy. One was rail.
One is coming. Behind you.
He's 8 rail.
Dead.
Nice.
Let's just defend now. Just try to find stack.
Yeah, I'm getting the armor. He's bridge.
Yeah, let's just wait for him to go for that. Because he has to go there. I'm holding this side. Tell me if you see.
Minute warning.
I wonder if there's a power up.
Incoming quad.
On
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
This sucks. He's at rail.
Alright, I'm at quad.
I got heavy. He's at the center.
Quad spawn.
I
He's
quad.
going rocket.
Quad damage.
Nice.
Enemy team eliminated.
Okay, so it spawns at 1.
That's interesting because that changes everything.
Yeah, totally.
You just pretty much have to, but you can just stay at the quad pretty much. You don't have to attack before that.
Close the slip gate.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. But if you take damage, just fall back. Because
Yeah.
there are armors available and everything. Okay, yeah. A rail.
Oh, I fall down.
Okay, the beaker killed. One at rocket.
One at quad.
Last standing.
He had 40. He went MG.
Fuck me.
Your team eliminated. Prepare your team. Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Defend the slip gate.
Did he take the heavy?
Oh, I can go.
I'll go LG.
One at mecha, one at going quad. He's under here.
Yeah, one at mega.
He took some damage.
Beaker killed.
One is rail. I'm
White
getting the
wing.
heavy.
Yeah. Guy
You
at
take,
rail.
you take. Take heavy if you can.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Defend the slip gate.
Nice, behind you.
Defend the
Fall
slip
back to
gate.
the health. The slip gate doesn't close very
Okay.
fast. Nice. Yeah, no hurry.
Oh, the heavy.
Yeah.
Quad spawn.
You'll be fucked, he will be at quad.
Enemy has the
You can
quad.
hide. Hide. Force him to go.
Defend the slip gate.
Under. Yeah, now you have to challenge him,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, no.
Well, will he make it? Damn, just
That,
frustrating.
you can't really let the quad go. That makes it really tough.
Yeah, well, this is not designed for 2-on-2 anyway.
Yeah. I played that like really bad whole game. I think I should just try to push them before the heavy. At least do some damage if he goes for the heavy.
Yeah, the heavy
And,
would have been really important.
I didn't even think about the heavy.
Yeah, after he got the heavy, it was so difficult for you to get the frag anymore.
But I can't hit anything. It makes it really tough.
Yeah, it really does. Especially in a game mode like that where you have one life and basically almost full
Yeah, I don't
stack.
even understand how it feels so hard right now. I don't know. The sensitivity and everything just feels so weird after not playing in like 3 months or something.
I will give it 3 minutes and then I'm gone.
Yeah, sure. Because I feel like if I could hit my usual LG, that would have been easy fight before. I just can't hit anything.
Yeah, the fight where I died there in the end, that was so frustrating. Just got hit by a rail and I think I had like 85 stack or something.
Did you get the heavy there?
I'm not sure if I might have gotten it.
I
yeah.
think you got it because
Yeah.
it wasn't there. Yeah. It
Still.
would have been so easy if you lived there.
Yeah, totally. Just hit the miracle rail. You got the
Yeah.
frag afterwards, but just would have been so much better if I had lived.
Yeah. Because I don't think you can lose that 2-on-1, even if you're weak.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, everything is possible, but at least when I'm the other. But at least you can't kill teammates here.
At least, yeah. Not that it's a good thing, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good that you can't kill teammates, because it makes everything so much easier. We should try to get some Quake World guys to play with us someday. Flame and Nick or something. But I think it would be a bit too easy for you.
Yeah, I would imagine. It's a different game anyway, and even you
Yeah.
have played this so much more than
Yeah, I think I've played something like
players who
30.
haven't played at all.
Yeah. And I don't think that either of them has played any other FPS game. At least Trygve hasn't.
I don't know about Lord Lane.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see how slow he plays on this game.
Vote now.
I voted Bloodrun. Meh.
Score limit 75. Right. And 10 minutes. At least it hasn't happened that one team has had 3 players and the other 2.
Yeah.
Round begins in 3.
I think we should just try to stay together.
Fight.
My heavy. Your heavy.
I'll go right.
Lead lost.
We get the LG. I don't know what I'm doing.
Impressive.
He's the mega. Or under mega. One at mega.
Yeah.
I got
One
mega.
under you. I guess they got the heavy. Oh. My heavy, 41. We can take both items now.
Lead lost.
One at mega.
Going mega.
I'm coming from LG.
Big's dead. I'm at mega.
Taken.
You can take the mega.
Yeah, I'm coming.
And armor is 41. 11 that is.
Yeah, coming.
Get it? Got it.
Nice. One at bridge.
Going LG. Quick, big X. Nice. Okay, now it's 3 on 3.
I was thinking what happened.
Yeah, me too.
One at mega and one at Nyx used his ability. Two at mega. Yeah, quad. I can do
Yeah,
them.
one, both dead at quad.
Nice. I'll take LG and come to quad.
No, one one strong guy there. I can't make it to quad anymore.
Quad spawn.
He got it.
Your team has the quad.
Hi Mega. Be heavy now.
That is really annoying on this map.
Yeah. I got the heavy, but die.
Where's our quad guy? Now he went
Enemy
after us and died.
Bad. My rail. X dead.
Heavy soon. I'm here.
My Mega.
My heavy 16. I think one at Mega should be pretty.
Wise are dead.
Yeah, one at LG going back.
I'm at Mega.
stopwatch.
Stole the kill.
Oh, is the Peaker somehow stronger in team deathmatch? Or does the Peaker health somehow scale with the number of players? Because Fucker just
I
doesn't
don't know.
die. Yeah.
Stopwatch.
Bit. One at quad.
Two.
Yeah, one of them is
One
super
weak.
Spawn.
Yeah, we got the prod.
Your team has
Nice.
the protection.
Is the nail gun shooting slower than it used to?
No, the sound has changed, but the
It sounds.
otherwise it's the same.
My heavy.
One at high bridge. Went too heavy.
Two at LG going with the rocket.
One weak.
Heavy up. I will try to get it. I got it.
High LG.
Warning.
Dead at rocket. My Mega.
Two guys at heavy.
Strongest weak. Dead.
Nice.
Mega.
I'm here. My Mega.
Your team has the quad.
This weak.
I'm weak.
I have no clue where they are. Heavy soon. Bridge one.
Weak. So weak. You killed him? Nice.
Yep.
I have it. 29.
Impressive.
One kill at rocket.
I will get the mega, my mega. Mega is 10.
Yeah, we can get one heavy more and then
Impressive.
8 rail at quad.
Yeah, 8 rail from me.
Yeah. Nice, 3 rails. Would be heavy now. I will check if I can make it. Yeah.
One at rocket.
Kill the heavy.
I'm waiting mega. My mega.
Incoming protection. Impressive.
8 rail.
Master. Protection spawned. Your team has the protection. Damage dealer. Assistant.
My mega.
Eight rail at quad.
Yep. The other one as well.
One at quad. Heavy up. Enemy got it. He's weak at heavy. He used the ability.
I'm going quad. No one here. Strong
7
8
HP, one at heavy.
Dead,
Like
dead.
that. Nice.
I will get heavy. Pretty late.
Two at LG. 1 week there.
What could be now?
My heavy. And my mecha.
Incoming quad.
One at pillar, slow.
You win.
Done.
It's getting better every game, but should, I don't know. It's like 10 games or something.
It's funny that
Get used to it.
well, okay, they had that one guy who got 2 frags,
Yeah.
but we just lost against this Mino guy in the mid game.
Yeah. I played that sleep get really, really bad.
Yeah, I will go to bed. It's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, you should.
That's brutal.
Could try to play something. I'm probably up quite late, or it depends how I sleep. I try to sleep a bit at some.
Yeah.
Oh well, you dealt 5,200 damage. It's not
Yeah,
bad
that
at
was
all.
a decent run.
Slightly too easy even.
Yeah.
I'm seriously done. Have to sleep. Thanks for the games.
Yeah, good games.
And for the stream as well. That's it for me today. Way too late. Thanks for watching. It was fun to stream after such a long break. Although I'm going to Vietnam for 2 weeks, starting from Wednesday, so I'm not sure if I will be streaming before that. Maybe on Monday. No promises though. Anyway, good night.